Hey guys, I'm here today with Claire from Claire Quip Reads, and today we're going to be doing the Bookish Friends Tag, because we're friends, right?
Yeah, we're friends. Yes.
All right, good. I was worried you were going to hesitate, but
Okay.
we're friends. All right, good. All right. First question in the tag is, how and when did you find each other's channels?
Well, we were talking about BookTube, and I said I always wanted to get a BookTube channel started, and then Jacob said, hey, I really want to do that, and you actually did it before me, so that's how I found your channel.
Yeah, I think we're like in the situation that we knew each other before our channels. Whereas I feel like the longer you're on BookTube, you actually start meeting people outside of their channels, which I think will be really cool when that finally happens for us. But yeah. So yeah, I found your channel, and I mean I sent my channel directly to you. I was like, look at my book haul.
I think you were my first subscriber actually as well.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Before I had any proper videos.
I think you were definitely one of the first. I don't know if it was the first. No. All right.
Wait, yeah, that's how we do.
So second question is, how and when did you meet? So we both work at a bookshop, and that's where we met. And I'm trying to think, what was the first impression? I think
because I was new and Jacob was there.
I don't know if you must have not liked me very much. I feel like I was bossing you around a lot.
Probably, yeah.
No, I actually specifically remember, because whenever someone picks up a book at the shop, especially if it's like a really, like a textbooky thing, I always want them to get a novel because I love, novels and fiction. And so every time a customer would come up to Claire, I would always, after they left, be like, just because they bought a law textbook doesn't mean you can't recommend them a novel.
That is true. Yeah.
And I did that 10 times, and I remember you just sighing, sighing by the end of it. So yeah. But then somehow we became friends after that. So that's good. 3. Which section of the bookshop would you hang out in longest? Brackets or taste and genre you have most in common?
Well, when I think of that, I always think of it in context of work. But I don't know. I guess fiction, obviously, would be the obvious one. But I think we also both quite like science fiction and fantasy as well. And I kind of like being in the sci-fi fantasy section because you know a lot. You have a good knowledge of that. And I like kind of getting recommends about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I guess I'd say sci-fi fantasy.
No, because I actually remember, weirdly enough, a section of the bookshop we've hung out in longest before. Actually, do you remember when we were at Foyle's and we hung out in the history section for a really long time? Do you remember that day? We were there on that third or fourth floor.
Yeah. What was with that? You were showing me all the spinners. I remember that.
Maybe we were looking at the spinners.
Yeah.
I think I was going through my medieval castle phase.
That's what
So it was look at all the castle books. Yeah, and then also, because you work in the kids section, I would always end up, coming and annoying you in the kids section. So we spent a lot of time in the kids section as well. Acting like children.
You are always acting like a child. You act worse than the children.
No!
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
That's what you always say as well. It's exactly, that's your catchphrase.
I just
I didn't mean to.
I like finger puppets. I'm just trying to do my job, okay?
No,
I'm trying to learn the product.
Oh man.
All
What's
right.
the next question?
Question 4. Which sections of the bookshop would you split up to browse, or taste and genre you don't share in common? I would say probably crime fiction.
That's the one I was thinking.
Yeah. I don't know why you don't like crime though.
I don't think that it's not that I dislike crime. I think a lot of the older school crime as well I could quite like.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think you'd really like Chandler. Yeah. And I think Highsmith is really good too.
But I don't know, it's just I have so much to read. I feel if I'm going to actually start crime, I need to do it properly.
Yeah.
I'm just getting into fantasy now, okay? I'm getting there.
Feast of Fantasy. What about Feast of Corpses?
That sounds awful.
Question 5. Yeah. Name a book you've bought because of your bookish friend.
Oh, gosh.
You've bought a lot of books because of me.
But have you bought any because of me?
That was, I was worried about that. I was worried about that question
I will name one. Can I actually take it off your shelf?
Yeah, please.
Right here?
Yeah, cool.
Magic for Beginners. Hang on. Magic for Beginners by Kelly Link.
I think you also bought, oh wait, I can't find it. Where's it gone? Oh, it's over here. I think you also bought this because of me.
No, I didn't buy that one. I bought
Oh, she didn't buy it because of me. Well, there you go.
I bought Find Me by the same author, which was good. And I do want to read that, actually.
Oh, but you know what I did actually buy because of you, even though you haven't read it, but you were very insistent that I pick it up,
Okay,
was Looking for Alaska.
Oh, God, yeah. That was because, and we still have to read that.
Yeah.
But that was because Jacob had started reading Divergent.
Yeah, which I loved.
And
Check out my book review.
Because he wanted to read more YA, and I said, okay, fine, I'll read YA, but I didn't want to read Divergent or The Hunger Games or whatever. So I was like, yeah, let's do Looking for Alaska.
Yeah.
So yeah, we still have to do that.
That was actually supposed to be our first collaborative video.
No, it didn't happen.
And I think we both talked about it on our channels about this collaborative book club Looking for Alaska video, which actually hasn't happened yet. But it will. It will.
It will definitely
happen.
happen.
I think I'm gonna read it soon. I think I'm gonna go on a big binge of kids books. And I'm hoping.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping that by reading, like, because they're kids books and the font is really big, I'll be able to like fly through them, like maybe doing 2 or 3 a week.
That's what I hope.
That would be ideal.
Harry Potter reread.
Ideal. So yeah, Looking for Alaska is the only thing I can think of. I've thought about books you've told me. I really want to get Flatland. You've told me about
Flatland is great. Yeah.
So, question 6. Name a book you've both read and loved.
What have we both read and loved?
City in the City.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was. I think that was like the first book
one
that we both read and enjoyed. And I was thinking, was that one that who started reading it first? I feel like it was like so close. We were reading it in such proximity. I can't remember who was reading it beforehand.
I think what happened was I was going to write about China medieval for my dissertation, which I am currently doing, and I really wanted to read City in the City. And you started reading it, and just as you read it, it kind of like spurred me on. I'm like, no, I'm going to do it now. So kind of, yeah. And then we just kind of read it at the same time.
And then what other, like, have we had any other books that we've gone really, like, we both really have freaked out about? I can't think of anything. Like, that one seems top choice. I think the next thing we ever freaked out about was Mr. Suffrage, the TV show, which was amazing. Yeah. I feel like that was like our next real cultural bonding point where it was like, yes!
But it's because... Oh, and Mad Men.
Oh, and Mad Men.
And
Mad
well.
Men.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I love Mad Men.
But you really remind me of Mr. Selfridge. If anyone has seen Mr. Selfridge, Jacob is basically like Mr. Selfridge in real life. Honestly, I would have not found his character believable if I didn't know you. But because I knew you, I was like, yeah, I can believe this guy.
I guess that just is the testament of having like a North American person in a British bookshop just being really loud. Yeah. That's basically all you're saying. You're like, yeah, I didn't know North Americans could be that loud, but like... I've worked with you, so like I totally believed it. Yeah. Next question. Name a book you've both read and one of you hated it, and one of you loved it. I can't think of anything in the last year. Like, I don't think there's been any instance of us recommending each other books and then one of us being like, wow, why would you recommend that to me? I hated it. But I think you're much more fond of Joyce than I am. I'm not like a huge Joycean lover.
You're so, because I'm Irish. I love James Joyce.
You told me you love James Joyce. I'm not making any assumptions here. I mean, wait, do you love James Joyce?
Yes, I do.
Do you love, or you just like you appreciate?
No, I really like James Joyce.
But does your love of James Joyce stem, like, is it an actual love? Like, would you love him as much if he wasn't Irish, is what I want to get at. Is there somehow some sort of nationalist patriotism that is imbued in your love? And I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it lessens your love for him.
No, because I'm actually like, I am the opposite of that. If people are like Irish authors and stuff, I am likely to kind of not read them just because I'm like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I kind of know what you mean.
But in what you're saying, I find it, you can't really uncouple Joyce from being Irish. I think the fact that I am Irish gives me like an extra understanding of where he's coming
and he's
from.
also throwing a Gaelic thread like the whole thing, right? Like
a little bit. He was fluent in French.
Alienating his audience.
He was fluent in French and Italian, but he wasn't fluent in Irish. But he did throw in
stately Buck Mulligan comes down the room, whatever.
Okay, but I like Joyce and Margaret Atwood. I like Margaret Atwood more than you, which is ridiculous because she's Canadian.
I mean, I don't dislike Margaret Atwood.
I love her.
Okay, I don't have like a bounding love for her. I mean, I definitely love Alice Munro if we're getting into Canadians.
International.
Yeah.
Like,
And I do think my love for her is something national. Like there is a little bit
I
of that
see what you
pride.
mean,
But like I don't know. Alice Munro is the best. Anyway, we've gone too long talking
All
about
right,
this.
sorry.
8. Name a book you want each other to read. Recommend a book.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, so I have it over here. And no, you have to guess.
Okay.
Guess the book. Actually, I have 2 recommends.
Oh, wait, okay, I have 2 for you also. Okay.
But I only own one. So, first guess.
I'm gonna guess The Magicians because you're always going on about it.
Yeah, that's what I chose.
Yeah.
I have it here. And I felt so bad because over the phone I was mentioning what the questions were going to be to Claire. But she guessed right away, oh, you're going to recommend me The Magicians. I was like, no, I'm not. I'll recommend whatever book I want. But yeah, no, here it is. The Magicians by Lev Grossman. And honestly, I think you'd really like it. Like, it's like Harry Potter, but at university. So it's like these kids, and they're like drinking and partying and like, you know, getting into weird situations with each other. And just like, it's just really, I don't know, it's really fun. And it's a one-off. He did write 2 more, but he did write this one as originally on its own.
Okay.
So it's just it's like a book you very nicely inhabit. It's, you know, the plot isn't super propulsive. There's like a irony and skepticism throughout the whole thing, which is great because it like, it's just like, would it be great to know magic? And it goes in and it's like, magic's really hard to learn. And then it's like, what do you do? What's your magician? Because you can basically do anything. And then like you like have an existential crisis. And yeah, no, I really think you'd love it. So here, I'm lending it to you.
Oh wow, really? Oh, there's so much pressure to read it now.
Yeah, that's what
This is a really nice cover
That's
as well.
what I meant to do.
This is nicer than the UK edition.
Yeah,
too.
I don't like the UK edition.
I was also gonna guess Lies of Loch Lamora because I know you love that.
Well,
but
but you've already got it, so I already trust that you're gonna get it. But like this one, you've been ignoring me, and I think you're really gonna like it. Even though I've known quite a few people who haven't liked it, I think you're gonna like it because you're always going on about how you love Harry Potter,
That's true.
and this is just more wizard magic fun.
Okay, no, it sounds good. Okay,
So-
you're still to me.
Okay, so my second recommendation. This one I was really pleased with because I feel like Claire doesn't know it. And I have all of the volumes at home, but you can get an omnibus edition of it now. It's a graphic novel, and it is Bone by Jeff Smith. Have you read it?
No, I haven't.
I think you'd really like it.
I am always looking for graphic novel.
The thing is, it's an omnibus. It's really chunky, but you'll read through it really quickly, and it's about these 3 guys who are like shaped like bones, and they're in the desert, and they're on the run from Boneville, where they've like, I don't know, been a part of some con scheme with like their older uncle, and so they end up in this valley, this forest, and I don't know, they make friends with like these people there, and there's like a dragon, and there's like these weird rat monsters attacking everyone, and there's this guy like the king of the locusts, and it's really cool, and I think it has a charm and strangeness, a weirdness, some might say, that I think you'd really enjoy.
It sounds kind of like Mad Max.
No, it's not.
Doesn't
like
have
Mad
that
Max.
feeling. Okay.
No, it's way more kiddie and fantasy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
Interesting.
like
All
in
right.
the forest and weird stuff happening.
All right.
Okay.
I'll check.
All right. So, what are you gonna recommend me?
Okay, I have 2 books.
So, what are my guesses? Is it
I don't know if you'll guess them.
The Beauty?
Yes! Oh my god! Yeah.
What up? Jacob got the
You
guess.
got it like first time.
Oh wow! And is the other one Flatland?
No, it's not Flatland, but it's another short one.
But you know what I like about The Beauty though?
Yeah.
Is that, and that makes, see, like, that's such a better recommendation than like The Magicians, because like The Beauty is like so short, like it's like that is a nice one.
Yeah. Like,
What would be the second one? Have you talked about it to me before?
I have talked about it to you before.
I don't want to see it. I want to guess it.
No, I have The Beauty here.
Oh.
That's The Beauty by
cool.
Leah Whiteley, which I've talked about before and is great. If you want, you can... I'll just buy you a copy because this is all my notes in it.
Bookish Friends! Oh yeah, I'll totally buy you a copy of The Magicians. Yeah, I'd be glad to.
Okay, what do you think the second one is? I have mentioned it to you, but like in passing. And this is more one that I really like, and I think you will like too. The other one, I think that you will just really, really like as well.
It's a fiction book.
It is, yes.
What could it be? And it's short.
It's short.
Is it a story collection or is it a novel?
No, it's a novella.
Oh, is it another one published by these same people?
No, it's not.
It's a novella. Which novellas have you been reading recently?
Fairly recently. It was a while ago now.
Yeah, no, but I remember where you went through like a whole phase where you read a bunch.
Yeah, it's because I got to finish them quickly.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay,
Tell me.
you'll recognize it. I don't think you've read it. This is why I picked two, because I think maybe you might have read it, but I don't think you have. And it is All My Friends Are Superheroes.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't know you had read this.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have guessed this.
Have you read it?
No, I haven't. And Andrew Kaufman is Canadian too, so that's pretty cool.
There you go.
And I know the first chapter is called The Perfectionist.
It's so good.
No, it's not.
It's about
Tom
the
and the Perfectionist sit in the designated waiting area. Okay, yeah, cool. Wow. Thanks, Claire.
You're welcome, Jacob. That one's great. I think you'll really enjoy it because it's really funny, but also quite sweet, but hilarious. It's brilliant.
And I like the idea of all my friends being superheroes. They are when they're buying me books all the time.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the video. Claire's my friend, and I'll link her channel down below. We're also doing a collaborative video on her channel, which I'm really excited for. And yes, we tag all of the Bookish Friends. So even if you don't have another friend who's on BookTube, bring a friend into your BookTube channel. I think that'd be really cool and a cool way of introducing BookTube to them. But specifically, we did want to tag the Ronnie and Evie at the BookTube couple at their lovely channel, and also Luna and Raven at the Bookworm duo. So can't wait to see your videos and tag you. So if you like this video, please like it, and if you really like this video, please subscribe. And so until next time, happy reading. Bye bye bye.